Everyone, it's a real pleasure to be here tonight. I will read one poem in Croatian, first one, and then 4 or 5 in English. O nemogućim licima. Svaki te dan iznova poželim poznati, govoriti o svemiru i svim čudnim udaljenostima, o svakom mogućem i nemogućem nebu, svim mogućim i nemogućim ljubavima. Znam, reći ćeš da glumim Boga, da izazivam, da život nije vrijeme i da svijet nije ovo, da kiša ne može promijeniti more i zemlju, ali može rastopiti križ i lice. Svaki te dan iznova poželim zaboraviti, šutiti o tome kako sam zalutao, kako me ne vidiš, o sebičnosti i svojim drugim dimenzijama, svim mogućim kapima i nemogućim licima. About impossible faces. Every day I want to meet you again, talk about the universe and all those odd distances, about every possible and impossible sky, every possible and impossible love. I know you'll say I'm playing God, that I'm provoking, that life is not time and the world is not this, that the rain can't change the sea and the land, but it can melt the cross and the face. Every day I want to forget you again, not to speak about how I got lost, how you don't see me, about selfishness and my other dimensions, all possible drops and impossible faces. Like snow. At night I can't sleep, so I listen to rare ghosts driving time through Zagreb. Sometimes they hit the brakes as if they've lost the road, down my spine, down the clouds, down the snow. And my friends have told me good night, yet I still can't sleep. I imagine us at a wedding, at some restaurant on a river, down which at every time of year pure snow flows which no one sees. I wished for a wedding gown, and you promised me invisibility. There was no one to stand up to you. No one was there not to see me. Only I and you. You without me, I without you. Like every abandoned snow. At home, says my mother, it snowed too and no one sees it. And my parents are worried. The sky came down almost to the ground. People shrunk to the size of the fingernail. And these here and those there, near and far. At night, I can't sleep, so I listen to rare ghosts, listening to snow like snow. Camps. You pretend you know that one is the biggest and the loneliest number, and every time you say you are one of, I stop you with one finger on the lips. I pretend I know Magnolia always plays in one invisible theater, and that our readiness for madness because of the pressure in the sun's assembly, nervousness in small fingers of our hands, those unneeded, mine and yours, is greater than cut of tongues of lovers on the smudged cans of illusion, whose ends God and the devils pull. We pretend we know what life is. If we touch it, it can be a curtain, a wall, a tombstone. When we only watch it, then it's a human face, skin, bloody and perishable. When we get tired of it, we bite each other fingers off and play shadows. We pretend we know what camps is. We pretend it's one. We pretend we are one. Passage towards you. I will learn to live, we will live together. We kept repeating inside each for ourselves. We knew that was the case, although we did not look at each other. Then, as if upon an order, we entered the sea, up to our shoulders and began kissing it all around ourselves, around the world. I journeyed slowly towards you, watching you as a beautiful, timid village woman in a dress made by Leon tailors, like the Queen of India, as I listened to cruel Jeanne d'Arc and the cool Sai Baba speaking out of you. You approached me slowly, eyeing me as a quiet filigree, maker of planets and suns, surrounded with maps, rectangles and distance, accepting me as someone who might have been Galileo Galilei or Hieronymus Bosch. I will learn to die, we will die together. As if upon an order we shall enter the sea. Inside we shall reel and drown and pray, and dream under the water, listening to each other, keeping silent for each other, hating each other, because of the depth that will disfigure us. And the last one, Sarajevo. They said that Miljacka River does exist, but I can only sense it in the distance. You, on the other hand, who flow through the night so swiftly, are real. Your hair is black, your scarf invisible, your hand firmly held by someone. You're giving me that long, piercing look, knowing there is so much that needs to be remembered. In this city we are equally distant from each other, halfway between Persia and Europe, equally distant from all living and all dead. I wish I could gently put out cigarettes on your arms. I wish you would act the part of Satan for me, on the stage of some abandoned cultural center. Thus we would get rid of one lifeline, one destiny, one string of love, so that only those lines on my palms would remain. How many cemeteries are there in Sarajevo? How many in the entire world? Does anyone ask himself? Nobody asks. Everybody steals the truth. So I'm begging you, Mirajika, to please cut off my hands with that last atom of strength. Thank you.